What's going on, everybody? Welcome back yet again to another episode on this Volkswagen Super Beetle restoration. I am back in the garage doing more body work, getting everything ready for primer. I have a big thing coming up and I want to get everything painted for this car and get the whole paint side of this project done. So as you can see here, I have done all the body work on everything. I updated you guys the last time I was here about that, but right now I'm going through everything I have, sanding, scuffing, everything down with 180 and getting it ready for primer. I still have the doors and the hood over here ready to get that all sanded down. As you can see, the Beetle looks a little lonely. Haven't really done much with the shell. I've been so busy doing all this body work lately. I do need to get everything out and clean this back up because it looks like it's been sitting around forever. But getting this body work done has been a huge step. And once all this is done and it's primed and painted, I can really just start putting everything back together, getting this car more complete. So that's the big thing. I'm gonna make a big push for that in the next couple weeks. I think I might prime some of the stuff today. I'm not sure. This whole week it's been over 90 degrees here and pretty humid, so I don't know if I want to try to prime today or I might wait till later in the weekend and prime in the early morning when it's still nice and cool out. So that's what I'm doing. Hopefully all of this stuff will come out really nice looking. It looks pretty good as it is right now, so I think with blocking some primer it's going to look awesome. So hopefully the painting will be coming up in the next couple weeks, so stay tuned for that. I'm going to get back to it, start sanding, and see where we can get. So I haven't really talked much about the bodywork side of this, just kind of showing you guys what kind of bodywork I'm doing, not going into too many detail. But I've said it before that this thing's been painted, had a lot of paint jobs on it. As you can see, this hood was blue. I think this hood was a replacement hood because everything else in the car has been red. I haven't seen blue anywhere else. So obviously this is a replacement hood that has 2 red paint jobs on it on top of what looks to be 2 blue paint jobs. So the big thing about doing body work and getting all this stuff ready for painting is sanding everything down, sanding and scuffing and all these cracks and all the edges and the cracks and everything. And that's where a lot of time and effort comes in, which people don't like doing that much with doing body work and painting. But this is what is gonna make this, you know, a much better paint job. I've said it before, I don't even need to say it again, this isn't gonna be a show car. If I was to do this, you know, a better way, I would have chemically stripped the whole hood, the doors, you know, the fenders, everything probably, and started over from bare metal. But I'm trying to just give this a, you know, a sand, a block, scuff, and get it ready for primer. So as I'm doing this, I have to go into, you know, all the edges and sand all this, you know, bad paint job out. And when I'm doing that on this paint job that was on there, you know, it's very gummy. It's a single stage, it's no clear coat to sand. But it takes a lot of time to, you know, do that. I'm gonna have to do that around the emblem. I'm gonna have to do that around the louvers right here. And as you can see, maybe you can't on the video, but you know, the louvers have been painted and they're chipped and they've been painted over the chips. So to scuff all that down, it takes a lot of time and a lot of effort. You know, you can see that they've filled in, you know, chips right here with some putty and then painted over. You know, it's kind of a mess. Some of this stuff is kind of a hot mess, but I'm just doing what I can do. The body was like that, the roof was like that, and it actually came out really nice. So I'm not thinking I'm gonna have too much of a big deal with this. I'm gonna prime it up good. If I have some chips left over, you know, hopefully the primer will fill that in really good. You know, maybe something like this hood, I'll have to block down the primer and then prime it again. Hopefully not, but that is a possibility if I did not get everything, because, you know, the hood is one of the bigger things that you look at when you know, walk up to a car. You look at the hood, especially this hood on this Volkswagen, it's almost the whole thing. So we'll see, but you know, that's why it's hard to do body work, and it takes a lot of time and effort and patience to do the body work, which, you know, a lot of people don't do. The last people that did, you know, all the paint work for this car didn't really do it. They just kind of sanded real quick and then just painted right over it. And now I'm kind of paying the price for that. So that's why this project has taken a lot longer, and that's why I can't wait to get done with the bodywork side of things, because, you know, the hood, the fenders, you know, and especially these doors over here, you can see all the layers of all of the paint jobs and the putty and everything on top of it. And, you know, these should have been stripped, you know, down to bare metal too. Who knows how many dents I would have found. So like I said, I just blocked it down. I'm going to prime it up real good, block the primer, and it should be pretty straight. If it's not a big deal. This car is just going to be a nice driver for the next, you know, 10, 15 years. This is not going to Pebble Beach. It's not really going to go to any shows. And even if it does, it's not supposed to be some award-winning Volkswagen Beetle. So hopefully I can get all this stuff, you know, sanded, scuffed up pretty good, and, you know, have it look, you know, real decent in the end. So just wanted to give you guys a, you know, a closer look at all of that. You know, you can see right here, I'm going to have to sand that out, sand that one out, you know, go through all of this, and, you know, it takes time. So I will show you guys some more later. I'm going to get back to this, get this hood all set and ready, and then I think I just have the doors left to go over. I might have already done the doors, I forget, it's been a couple weeks. Like I said, I want to get this stuff primed. I don't know if I'll be able to do it today with how hot it is, and now the sun is coming around It's going to get real hot in this garage soon, so I might not have a chance to do it today. That might have to wait until this weekend, so we will see. I will obviously update you guys when that time comes though.